Hi, it's Bill, Tenkara Colors. We're here today to talk about casting, and specifically casting a Tenkara fly rod. For those of you new to the sport, or maybe even been doing it for a little while, or curious about the sport, the good news is that Tenkara casting is really simple. And actually, if you've been trying to cast a Tenkara rod, you'll probably find you can simplify the cast and improve it pretty easily by just following a few fundamentals. We'll cover those fundamentals today in this video. There's not much to it. It's a pretty good learning curve. Key thing is to get out and practice whenever you can, rewatch the video, think about those fundamentals and how you can apply them to your fishing. And so let's go cast. The rod I'm using here is about the same length as a conventional fly rod, 9 feet. A little short for a Tenkara rod, but I think we can see it all in the frame. And I'm using a line that I hope you can see, this kind of high visibility orange. And you can actually bow and arrow. That's a bow and arrow cast. Hope you saw that. The basic movement of the rod during casting is the rod moves between 12 and 10. 12 and 10. Now the rod sometimes will move beyond that as you finish the cast to follow the fly, but the actual stroke is 12 to 10. 12 to 10. 12 to 10. I carry over a little conventional fly casting by raising my hand a little bit, but it's really 12, 10. And unlike conventional fly casting, you're not casting the line. I think of it as casting the rod. I try to keep consistent pressure on the tip of the rod so it loads and unloads evenly, smoothly, no big jars, no big movement in the line that you don't want. So it's that movement from 12 to 10, 12 to 10. Mostly wrist, very little arm. You don't need to reach out, don't need to do this. 12 to 10, 12 to 10. Keeping your elbow close to your side. Doesn't take much energy. You're using that length of the rod to put energy into the line and to direct the fly where you want it to go. 10, 12 to 10. And I'm watching the line unroll in front of me, and I want the fly to hit the water first. That's an effective cast. It's one of the advantages of Tenkara. But if you can see it, my fly, that little ball of fluff out there, is hitting the water first. And my line is unrolling, 12 to 10, 12 to 10. And as long as you're casting, you want to me, I want to keep pressure on the rod. Keep that tip under control and not bouncing around too much. I want to be straight. Well, while many of the mechanics in the conventional fly cast are similar to the Tenkara cast, the big difference is the pause at the beginning of the end, which allows the line to unroll and present the fly to the water. I'll just leave you with this idea of practice and how important that is to improving your casting or anything else. Practice the fundamentals. Think about that. Noon to 10, noon to 10. Unrolling the line, nice loop, fly landing first. And practice an environment where you can really check your improvement. Use a target. Use a frisbee or a paper plate or a milk carton. The other thing I would say is practice often, but practice short. 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time is probably enough to really think about the motion you want to make and to start to build in the appropriate muscle memory, not the wrong muscle memory, but the right muscle memory. Think about what you're doing. Take videos if you can with your iPhone or whatever. And focus not so much on the rod and the fly line as on the movement of your hand. And it's really going to be mostly the wrist, and it's at between 12 and 10. 12 and 10. That's where the power of the cast is. Your rod and your hand may move a little bit more than that to complete the cast and so on, but the basic principle is 12 and 10. Noon and 10. Good luck. Enjoy. Let me know how it goes for you, and give me any ideas or comments that you've got on what we're talking about here today, or what we can do better, what I can do better. Thanks very much. Again, this is Bill, Tenkara Colors. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.